Welcome to Flex GUI. In this video I'm going to show you the file viewer, the information and error viewer. So let's get started. First thing we'll do is add a tab or a page to the tab widget, and it's going to go before the selected page. Now I'm going to put a plain text edit. Go back to the documents, go down to miscellaneous, code viewer. You add a Q plain text edit and you name it G-code_PTE. So notice I click on the box below and it allows me to single click and select, makes it a little easier. Now I'm going to add some push buttons eventually. Just drag and drop push buttons. And we'll go back to the documents. Go to controls. And the first control we want is to open a G-code file. So we'll get the object name, select the button, and paste. Go back and get the next one, which is edit. Better put our names on there though. Double click to type in the text the button displays. And this one's going to be reload. And we'll go down, we'll bring a couple of labels in there. So that next one is going to be the start line label. We'll go back to the status labels. We'll go to special labels, start line label. Alright. Oops, I made a mistake. Let me undo that. Here, look. Drag it down here. Watch when I set my layout that the buttons disappear, because there was no layout in the buttons. It's there. Let's undo the layout. Go back and put our layout for grid. Now we'll drag it back down. We'll do a vertical layout. Now everything looks like it should. So I have no clue what I'm doing there. Oh, well, let's change the alignment of the text. Alright, let's save this and run it. Now, when I click on a line, it changes my start line, so I can see what line I want to try to start on. Now, open a file. We'll grab a push button here. I'm going to enter the run from line or start. Trying to decide what to name it. There we go. We'll go back to the controls. and run from line, push button, object name, change that, make sure we got it the right one selected. All right. Now we'll run it. We'll open a file, and notice the directory that it's in. It's in the home directory, Linux CNC configs, which is not where I want to be, but we'll fix that in just a minute. So we can open a file. There the file is. So, alright, that all works. So we want one more label in here. I'm just making sure I don't have that label already used. Just verify that the label I want is not already being used. Nope, I don't see it. Okay, we're good. What'll happen is if you copy and paste the label name, and if it's already in use, it'll add an underscore and a number to it, and that's your clue that you've already got used that label somewhere. So we'll go back to status labels, scroll down, and we're looking for file. I don't know why they're not in alphabetical order. So now we'll save that, run our configuration, and you can see the file name that's loaded. Now I'm going to fix the directory. Now you start with the tilde and then a slash, and then you could, that's your home directory, and then the Linux CNC, and then the directory where your NT files are. So we fix that. We'll run our configuration. Now when we do open, you can see that it's in the home John Linux CNC NC files. We can open the file up. Alright. That file, open file, is the one that starts out with. You don't need it. Alright, let's add a page after the current page. I'm going to drag a couple of plain text edits in there. We're going to go back to the manual first. Go down to miscellaneous, and we want the error viewer. It's a Q plain text edit, and it's named errors PTE. And plain text edit. There we go. And we'll name it errors underscore PTE. Now we'll just put a label up there. Now the information viewer, it shows things from message and debug and things like that. So that could be placed somewhere that's convenient to see that if you're using debug messages in your program. Now there's some push buttons that are associated with these two viewers, and there's one to clear the errors. We'll start with that one. We'll add a little container. There's a frame. We'll drag a push button in there. Change the object name. Set the layout to grid. Drag another push button in there, and it's going to be copy the errors. This will copy the errors to the clipboard if you want to copy and paste the errors. Now, grab that container and make it a little wider. Change the text on the push button so we know what they are. And we'll add another frame. We'll add the clear information. Selected a grid on that. You couldn't see it, it's off screen. Clear the info push button. We'll name it. Now I'm going to set the. Now I'm going to set the layout to grid. So it's laid out like it should be. I'm just looking here, but apparently I can't set the layout alignment on that one. We'll save it and run it. So there is everything. Alright. Yeah. I'll change the title of that page. And change the title of that page. Notice I click the line below and then go back up. We'll save it. Home everything. I'm going to open a file. It's just got a single message. So when I run it, you can see the message is put on the info box, whereas the errors were in the error box. And that's it. It's just that easy. Thanks.